What's going on, everybody? Nash Harrington with CraveOnline.com. We're here on a rooftop in the center of downtown Los Angeles, California for the brand new Hennessy Privilege bottle launch event. We're going to be checking out the new bottle, talking to the lead designer, hanging out with the host, hanging out with all the beautiful ladies that are here at the party tonight, and of course, drinking some Hennessy. Standing here with Laz Alonso, who is the host of tonight's Hennessy event. Now, you're an actor. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with Hennessy for tonight's event.
Well, I hosted another event that Hennessy sponsored in New York. It was a Hispanic Federation dinner, and they figured, hey, you're in Los Angeles. We're doing the launch of the new Hennessy Privilege bottle. Would you like to host it? And I thought it would be good, so here we are.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about how, what your experience with Hennessy has been, or just Cognac in general even. How do you view Cognac as compared to other popular liquors like vodka and whiskey and things of that nature? Listen,
I've always been a Cognac man. I grew up on Hennessy and Coke. That was the drink of choice, when we could afford it. Once we got out of college and, we didn't have to just drink beer, that was the drink that you had. That was the graduation ceremony into manhood. But it was cool tonight, to talk to Olivier, who's part of the tasting committee, the guys that decide whether it's good enough to bottle or not. Because you don't just have to have it, on the rocks or by itself neat. You can mix it into different drinks, and however you want it, that's up to you.
Now, I've been to a few of these Hennessy events before, so I've had some experience with Jordan, the bartender, who some of you might remember from our last Hennessy video. Great mixologist.
Okay.
In attending these events, have you had the chance to experience any really special, unique cocktails that these mixologists have put together?
Absolutely, man. I'm going to say, my family immigrated to the States from Cuba. And I was at one of these, events, and somebody offered me a Hennessy mojito. And for me, the mojito is like, it's authentic. That's Cuba here in the States. Yeah. My first thought was, okay, you guys better not mess up the national drink of my family's native land. Like that's serious. We're going to have problems here if you do. And when I tasted it, it was amazing how well Hennessy was married to, the mint and the sugar and the seltzer. It just went perfect with it. So that kind of became like my little secret weapon. Like, when I bring people over, everybody always wants a mojito. They always want, raspberry or watermelon. I just make them from all different kinds of fruit. And now the Hennessy mojito is my new secret weapon. That's the new, remix of the mojito that just goes perfect.
Standing here in downtown Los Angeles with Chris Bangle, who is the lead designer on the new Hennessy Privilege bottle. Chris, I know that you work with probably a number of your associates. Give me an idea about what went into the design for this new Hennessy Privilege bottle.
Well, Nash, as you say, it's a job for associates, and that's the way we like to work. We like to work as a team. But actually, Hennessy approached me because they saw a lot of similarities with how we'd handled cars in my days back in the car business. And when they told me that this is about an icon, this is about redesigning it for the future so people can recognize the history, they can understand where it came from and see that it's still relevant for now and for the future. And in fact, a lot of the same approaches that we've done in the car business, you can apply to this project as well.
On that note, what are some of the design techniques that you have used in the past in the car industry, in the automotive industry? What are some of those techniques that you were able to translate over into a bottle design for Hennessy?
Well, first and foremost, it takes a lot of questions to the client on exactly what they're expecting and where they want to go, and where their clients, which are the end users and the people who really deal with the product every day, what they expect and where it's going to go. So you have to do your homework. You have to do the research. At the same time, as much as this is an emotional product, it has to show the passion of the brand. And of course, Privilege is an incredibly authentic, passionate brand. It's an industrial product as well. I mean, this is a glass bottle. It has to be manufactured efficiently, effectively. We have to do it so that we don't add weight, that we do the whole thing in a manner so that we get the new gesture, but we don't do it to any negative aspects. And that in itself is another research. So the same things you would apply in any other thing, car business, you have to apply here.
With this bottle design, can you sum up in one word or one small phrase, what was the message that you wanted to get across when people laid their eyes on this bottle for the first time?
Well, kind of similar, as I said, that when you're confronted with the idea of maintaining a brand or maintaining an icon, you want them to immediately see a friend, but at the same time feel that they're meeting a new friend. It's kind of strange. So that on the one side, and on the other side, and this sounds really freaky, so don't take this wrong, all right? But it is true. You do have to get into the mentality of the product itself. You really do. We used to ask ourselves, when this car goes to bed at night in the garage, what does it dream to be? And that would be the description to the designers. You try and fulfill that dream. Okay, why can't a bottle have dreams too? Exactly. You know. And so we looked at it, and this thing hasn't been touched since 1989, okay? And before that, it was 2 years before I was born, right, in 1954. So here's something which, it started out really unique, a little bit odd, right? Kind of refined itself, but really didn't leave that sense of static, blunk, here I am on the shelf. How can we give it a gesture? How can we take something just simple as a piece of glass and give it some emotion?
Your design presented Hennessy Privilege as a familiar new acquaintance.
I like that very much. Okay. So
there you go. Hennessy Privilege, a familiar new acquaintance. As you can see, we've been having an awesome time here tonight. We drank some Hennessy. We hang out with the host and the lead designer of the bottle, and of course the beautiful ladies that are here tonight. But that about wraps it up for us. We're going to head out. Be sure to stay here at craveonline.com for all the awesome events that we attend, especially here in the Los Angeles area. I'm Nash Harrington with craveonline.com. We'll see you soon.